Michelle Rook also listening to the Secretary's speech, and Michelle, he spoke again about competition in the seed industry.
Clinton's Secretary Vilsack gave farmers details of USDA's three-pronged approach to dealing with concentration in the seed industry based off their findings in a recent seed consolidation report. This includes creating a liaison between USDA and breeders and farmers so they will have input in establishing patent protection. Vilsack says the liaison will make sure farmer concerns and awareness are heightened, especially as applications for patents are reviewed. They also established a working group with the Patent Trade Office.
And that working group is going to work with the Department of Justice and the Federal Trade Commission to make sure that as patents are being considered, that we look at the impact of them from a regional perspective. As you well know, when you're purchasing seed, sometimes you're purchasing seed with multiple traits. Some of those traits very important to your region, but oftentimes there are traits that aren't necessarily needed on your farm.
Vilsack says farmers should not be paying for traits that are not needed. So the working group will take information from farmers about the variety and type of seed being sold so they know exactly what they're buying. He says this will also ensure farmers are paying a reasonable cost for traits and innovation. Representatives of the seed industry say it will be difficult to undo the concentration that is already in place.
Yes, he can name a liaison, which he is doing. Yes, he can have a website that's open for comments. But as far as really looking at intellectual property rights, you'd have to work with other sections of government. As far as really looking at consolidation issues, it's probably more a Department of Justice thing. So I think if things are going to happen on there, it's going to be in a broader scope than just agriculture, and certainly I strongly suspect not part of the Farm Bill.
Thatcher adds that while seed companies are getting bigger, so are farmers. Plus, independent seed producers still make up 22% of the market. Beyond that, Thatcher says over the last 20 years, the Department of Justice has done very little to respond to the calls for less consolidation in agriculture in general. DOJ has done countless investigations, but rarely do they result in any changes.